Good morning, everyone. I'm Lily and welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to try a new technique for me. I'm working on an acrylic painting, and it will be sort of an abstract or impressionistic landscape painting. Okay, so far I've laid down underpainting of deep yellow and opera color by Holbein. And now before I got this far, I laid out the angles for my composition, and I painted in a very dark blue square, a phthalo blue square where I want my focal point to be. And I gave it some directional lines for the composition. And now I'm just painting in my light colors, and at first I did start with the darkest darks. So for this painting, I am not showing you how I paint the entire painting. I'm just painting off camera and then coming back on to explain the painting. Okay, right now I am painting by, it's called reductive painting. I'm painting in the negative shapes. So I'm not, well, I was. I'm not painting, I wasn't painting the tree, I was painting the sky around the tree. So I was picking out the shape of the tree. And my sky is going to be multicolored. Let's see, and so is the land. I'm going to try to use more pastel colors on this painting, which is not usually what I do. And it's going to be patchwork. So I'll let you watch and listen to music. Notice that when I get a color on my brush, I hop around the whole canvas. That way I don't have to keep changing and cleaning my brush. I just, it's efficient. It's painting efficiently. And it also creates continuity through your painting. To have a little bit of color here and there, that way nothing seems disjointed. It's a type of painting harmony. Even though there's going to be crazy colors everywhere, the painting will still flow. And here I'm suggesting through the tree trunks, I put in the dark phthalo blue, and you'll see me put some phthalo blue as if there were branches up through the top of the tree, and then put almost like there's light reflecting onto the tree trunks. So here I go again. I created green, add some opaque to the yellow, and carry it around the whole canvas. I love painting on top of, it's actually like what's that, fuchsia pink, a hot pink color mixed with the deep yellow. Earlier I told you that it was opera. Well, you would have no idea knowing what opera is unless I tell you that it's a really hot pink. Okay guys, over here I have mixed cerulean blue plus white, and then I've used this magenta plus white, and I've mixed them to pure. So I didn't leave it separated with white and the magenta, and I completely mixed the white with the cerulean blue. Once I got those two completely mixed, then I took some of each and mixed it over here so that I have sort of a very light periwinkle blue. And I'm going to need that because I want to make a good transition right here. So I want to have an interesting sky. So let's see what brush will work for that. Maybe this brush. Okay, so I'm just going to take it off of the back and the front of my palette knife because I see there's oh there, that's good, right there. still want it a little, have a little bit of more pinky purple to it. So just gonna blend that right in. And see, I have it a little bit dark right there. So I need to also remember not to lose the orange that's peeking through. Okay, so I don't know if I told you, but this over here, right here, is going to be my focal point. I think I'm going to put a really nice bright color there. I think I should have a smaller brush. So my strokes near the focal point will be brighter, smaller, and more accurate right around the focal point. As you can tell by now that I have been painting off screen, off camera, and then coming back to teach. And that's because if I make a 20-minute video, my watch time is usually about 4 minutes. So I guess you don't need to watch me push the brush around. So I'm just going to explain here what I have to correct. So for right now, this roof line on the barn, this angle right here needs to match this angle. So I need to, you know, match it. It has to be corrected. And also, I haven't painted enough of the orange away from the bottom, from the land, say. Okay, because this is looking more, it takes more attention away from what I want to be my focal point. And I need to, I think, take this stroke and continue it to be on these angles. And I think I'm going to take this blue and move it this way, you know, continue it this way. Okay, I just now noticed in editing that to the left of the barn, I have the landscape going straight through. It needs to come down because it's the bottom of the hill. So once I paint that powder blue down the side of the barn, then the barn will stand out as the focal point. What else? I have to either decide to continue this over to this way, this color, maybe not so powerful, or to move this color this way. So I'm finally getting near what I like the tree to be like. This painting is still competing. If you watch my last video, Red Hot Colors That Sell, this one right here, it's the video before this. I hold it there a second so that it focuses. This painting, I'm sorry, this painting is, to me, I did it after Peter Buchhelder to learn how to paint in a different style. This painting, I felt like it was, everywhere was competing and there was no real focal point, and so I deemed it a painting about color. It was fun. So go ahead and watch that video. It's the one before this one. It's called Red Hot Colors That Sell. So this one is another one like that, and this needs to be more pastel and cover more of the orange. So that's what I'll be working on next. And I think the barn really should have more interesting shape, like maybe something like a, what do they call that? The stack, a high-low, a stay-low, I don't. And by the way, I made this up in my, it's imagination, so that's why the barn is not correct in its elevation. So I'm going to continue on and I'll be back to explain more. Okay guys, I'm going to call this painting finished for today. I know it's a new way of me working on a painting for you. I kind of like it. It's different. It is a patchwork kind of a painting that would be more like Impressionism. So I hope you guys enjoyed this painting. I know that I'm going to work on the painting more as it sits in my studio and I look at it. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoy my video, and please subscribe. Stay curious. Thank you.